Good morning.
Good morning. Sounds like we're live on Facebook. Welcome to Surreal Estate. I'm Liz McGee-Min, and I'm so happy to have Sara McDowell back on with us. I always enjoy seeing you regardless of the reason, but thank you so much for coming on this morning. There's so much going on. Yeah. So everybody knows Sara McDowell. She's our wonderful city council member who does so much for us and just has her fingers in everything, and we're grateful for you. So
thank you.
Yeah. We usually start out with a little bit of market stuff, the San Carlos is at 27 single family homes, and Belmont was in that same last time we looked, and then Belmont is just down 2. Belmont only has 11, I believe. The county is up a little bit. But really, the market is just still really moving. We are seeing the new homes that come on get snapped up. We just have some that are kind of sitting out there that we're getting a little overlooked. But overall, it's still hot and heavy and still multiple offers. People are prioritizing where they want to be when they're staying home. So top of mind, everyone is so concerned about the fires. We have terrible fires to the south of us and also to the north. So obviously it makes people think, what are we doing in San Carlos to reduce our risk?
Yeah, thank you for raising that really important topic. I agree, it's top of mind for everyone. And my heart certainly goes out to everyone who is affected by these wildfires throughout the state. And in our South County and northern Santa Cruz County, we have a fire not far from us. And I know that, our law enforcement and firefighters are all working so hard right now, just hand in hand to get everyone evacuated safely and manage the roads and fight the fires. So I want to thank our first responders for being out there. The CZU lightning complex fire grew to 50,000 acres overnight. It's 0% contained, and 64,000 people have been evacuated. So, I think that number one, we can all do our part by not traveling to the coast this weekend. I know that we've all started distance learning with our children, and maybe that was going to be the fun, special family activity, but we really need to make sure that we're keeping the roads open, not only for those who are evacuating, but also for our first responders who are trying to get over there to help out. Yeah, I've heard from a lot of constituents that, everyone wants to help. It's very San Carlos to want to jump in and help. And there's 2 very immediate ways to help right now, and that's by donating to Puente Fire Relief Fund or to the Red Cross. And those funds are going to go directly to those who are impacted, who are evacuating, who need hotel vouchers. So if you want to help out, please consider that.
Yeah.
We do have fire.
We'll post links for donations after this post so that everybody can go straight there.
That would be great. Thanks, Liz. Yeah. We do have firefighters who have been deployed over there. We have 1 engine company, 4 personnel deployed to the CZU lightning complex. We also have 3 fire captains who are out in Plumas County and in Mendocino County and in Santa Clara County. So we're still keeping our fire stations here staffed, but we're also sending out personnel to help. So I want to thank everyone who's stepping up right now. As Liz mentioned, the city is doing its part to reduce our risk here in town. This year, we're moving forward with a $500,000 grant from FEMA for fuel reduction within Eaton Park, Big Canyon Park, Crestview Park, and Highlands Park. And several residents will remember this from last year. We kicked off this project last year. It's going to be even bigger this year. We've contracted with Rustic Ranch, who will be using goats and sheep and hand crews and some heavy equipment to remove the vegetation. And they're anticipating being in our parks for about 8 to 10 weeks. That will be kicked off in early September.
Well, instead of going to the beach, you can take the kids to watch the goats.
Absolutely. I remember doing that when my kids were little. Yeah. It's always so fun to watch those cute goats. Yeah. And I also want to just note that property owners have done a really fantastic job this year taking on, their own fuel reduction around their properties. Residents who are west of Alameda receive a postcard every year in the spring, kind of reminding them that fire season is upon us and to please check out your property and, do your part to keep your property maintained and clear of fuel. And I've heard from our fire department that they're very pleased with San Carlos residents really stepping up and doing their part.
Yay, that's wonderful.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And we also have we had 2 really successful wildfire preparedness meetings last year that were very well attended. We have another one coming up on September 3rd. It will be by Zoom this year, given the pandemic, but it will be similar in format to talk about wildfire preparedness, evacuations, and really to get everyone up to date. So I'd encourage everyone to please sign up. You can go to cityofsancarlos.org/wildfire. Right now, only 34 residents are signed up, but I expect that given our current conditions that this is going to be a hot topic. So please sign up and participate so that we can all be on the same page.
We certainly will. Maybe we'll put that link up as well.
That would be great.
Yeah.
About the information.
Yeah. Okay. So switching topics a little bit, farmers market, what's the status?
Yeah, so the farmers market had taken a hiatus due to the pandemic, but you know, the San Carlos Chamber of Commerce runs the farmers market, and they've been doing a lot of outreach, trying to figure out how to bring it back and in what fashion, because I know the community misses it. I certainly miss it. So we're going to, it looks like we're going to try out a new location in early to mid-September, and that will be down in our Industrial Arts District in San Carlos, which is down where Devil's Canyon Brewery and Flying Suitcase Wines and Cuvée Wine Cellars, right down in that area. And I'm excited about the change. I think it will be a great new area to bring the farmers market and also to bring our community out to a different area of town. You know, our business owners down there have really, they've struggled, and it's a really great area of town. There's a lot of businesses down there. But you know, breweries and wineries were, you know, really event-based, and of course that revenue has dried up during the pandemic. So I think that, you know, we can try out the farmers market down there, bring some customers down, introduce.
And hopefully it'll bring some awareness
to
Flying Suitcase and, you know, the other wineries and breweries, and you know, that's a great idea to move it down there. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
I encourage everybody to follow the Facebook page of the Chamber of Commerce for the opening date, and I hope I can see more people down there.
We'll watch for it and be sure to announce it on Surreal Estate, of course.
Awesome.
So we'll be there. Okay, and then downtown restaurants. I mean, Laurel Street was hopping with the restaurants and with the smoke. I felt so bad. I thought, oh, we finally got this all put together, and people were, you know, having nice meals out there, and it looked like everybody was doing a really good job of keeping distancing going, and hopefully the smoke clears up. Sarah and I were just talking, it was so bizarre yesterday. The air quality all around us, north, south, east, was just terrible. And somehow yesterday we had a beautiful day with, you know, really healthy air qualities. But this morning it's, you know, it couldn't last. Nobody thought it would. But we're back with not terrible air quality compared to some other areas, but hopefully we'll see that clear up so the businesses can get the weekend business dollars rolling in.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done, you know, the pandemic and now the wildfires, you know, we're all being kind of put to the test here. And I've just been so impressed with our downtown businesses and retailers who have really had to pivot and kind of reimagine the dining experience, move outdoors. And a lot of the spaces, as you said, Liz, they're really lovely. And it's been a really nice destination for people to go and, you know, maintain their social distance. The Reading Bug has done a great job with, you know, the outdoor story time. What I have heard from, you know, some businesses in the community is that while customers have moved pretty seamlessly to takeout dining, our retailers are having a really hard time. So I would just encourage everyone to try and shop local. You know, if you got your pandemic puppy recently, go visit Bow Wow Meow for your pet supplies, or, you know, if your kids are in music this year, to visit Clock Tower.
Yes.
I think that, you know, we need to make sure that we're trying to support all of our businesses in town. I know that, now that my kids are distance learning, I'm kind of more at home now, and it's harder for me to get out. So next week, I'm going to head downtown and visit some of our lovely boutiques and stock up on birthday presents for friends that are coming up in the next 6 months, just so I have those handy.
You're a planner. That's great.
We can all try and do our part downtown.
Yeah, maybe all of us will actually start our holiday shopping early and
absolutely
and do all the shopping local. Maybe that'll be my goal this year. It's every present is local. That
is an awesome idea, Liz. I love it.
We'll see if I can do it. I'll try. But we have such amazing shops, there's so many options, and some of those little boutiques, even some of the salons have little boutique shopping areas that have wonderful gifts. So that it's not so hard, actually, now that I think about it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And any other ways to get involved other than shopping local? I mean, I don't need an excuse to shop, so I'll run with that one.
I have lots of ideas for getting involved. I mentioned the 2 ways to donate for wildfire victims. Right. I think that one thing that I'm doing with my family this weekend is sitting down and doing our wildfire preparedness plan. So that's something that we can all be thinking about. I've been volunteering for the past few months at One Life Counseling. They do a food distribution on Fridays and a diaper distribution, and they have an Amazon wish list. So that's another way. Okay. We typically serve about 350 families on Fridays, and there have been days when the food has run out. And I manage the diaper station and get to talk to the families and give diapers. So if anyone has kids who are kind of in between sizes and you're looking to donate diapers, you can take them down to One Life or order them on Amazon, and they get shipped straight to One Life. There's so much need in our community right now, and I think that that's an easy way to give. On the city side, we have several openings on our commissions, our Economic Development Commission, our Transportation and Circulation Commission, and our Parks and Rec Commission. And those applications are being accepted through September 10th. So if you kind of want an easy way to get involved in the city, it's not a huge time commitment. I served on the Economic Development Commission for a few years before City Council. It's a great way to make your voice heard in the city and have some input into policies. So I would encourage everyone to think about applying and getting involved. An easy thing to do with the kids, our adult community center is now serving lunch to our seniors who, my heart really goes out to them because they've been so isolated and, with the pandemic. And so they're serving takeout lunches, and they're also delivering them to homes. And so my daughter and her friends sat down and made some cute little cards that will be put in the bags of groceries and meals, and those can be dropped off at the ACC. I know that just getting, a nice little picture or card means a lot. So that's an easy thing to do with the kids. We also are coming up on the deadline of the census at the end of September. So if you haven't filled out your census, it's a super important thing to get done.
Absolutely. Okay. All great ideas. And as always, we just love seeing you. Just love seeing your face regardless of what you say, but it's always so fun to hear what you got. So
thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
You are always welcome. And thank you. And everybody have a really great weekend, and stay away from the beaches, yes. But have some fun too.
Stay safe and take care of each other.
Yes, absolutely. But have some fun too. Maybe do some local shopping. Okay. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining Surreal Estate. Bye.
Bye.